Definitely adding two breaking news into this video. The first breaking news is that Zubac, I can't pronounce his first name, but Zubac is getting traded out of Los Angeles to go to the Indiana Pacers, where the LA Clippers will be receiving Benedict Mathurin in return. This deal, of course, the Pacers will be not only be receiving Zubac, but they're going to add Kobe Brown to the mix as well. And the LA Clippers, they're going to get Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, 2 future first-round picks, and a future second-round pick. Man, this is actually a big deal for Pacer fans because, as you remember, Miles Turner signed a 4-year deal this past offseason to go to the Milwaukee Bucks, which led the Pacers without a big man. The fact that they managed to get Zubac, who was a former second-round pick, who is in the midst of his second straight season, averaging a double-double. He is 5th in the league in rebounding and averaging 14 points of 61.3% shooting as well. Unlike any big man in today's day and age, Zubac doesn't venture out to the three-point line. He last attempted a three-pointer in the 2020-2021 season, and he will turn 29 next month and is signed through the 2027-2028 season and was an all-defensive second-team pick in 2024-2025. And then, of course, Mathurin, who's a young guard, has been averaging his career high in points, which is 17.5, and his three-point shooting is 37.7%. But because of where the Clippers are right now, the Clippers have definitely made a surge after a slow start this season and then remain in the playoff tournament chase. And that's what I mentioned in that one video, or I don't know if I mentioned in the last video or not, but pretty much the Clippers are still in the race for a playoff spot. But adding shooters like Benedict Mathurin and pretty much Benedict Mathurin, because I don't know what position is Isaiah Jackson position is. And it's definitely going to be a huge deal considering the fact that they definitely need shooting in LA for the Clippers because they don't have that much shooting. Which, speaking of LA, you already know, I'm going to continue in the same video. That's why this news is going to be 2 in 1. But, having Zubac going to the Pacers, they definitely need a big man like him who can rebound the ball, who can definitely shoot the ball, and he can definitely block when you need him to. Because after Miles Turner, like I said, went to the Bucks, the Pacers were without a big man, and right now, where the Indiana Pacers are right now, they are dead last in the Eastern Conference as we speak. And so it sounds like the Pacers, because of Tyrese Halliburton, who is going through rehab after suffering an Achilles injury from last year's NBA Finals, the Pacers hasn't really had that same surge that they had from last season because they don't have the homie Reese. They don't got Tyrese Halliburton playing for him right now. So right now, the way the Pacers are looking at this is right now this season is a bust, but hopefully they can get back into the race next season. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about Zubac going to the Pacers? Because the Clippers are still in the mist, but do you think the Clippers made a wrong decision for letting go of Zubac and now they're out with a big man? Do you think getting Benedict Mathurin was a good idea? Let me know down in the comment section, of course. Of course, in the second news that came out from LA is that Luke Kennard will be heading to the Los Angeles Lakers from their trade with the Atlanta Hawks, where the Lakers will be sending Gabe Vincent to the Hawks, as well as Atlanta receiving a 2032 second-round pick. This is actually a much needed move for the Lakers because they don't have much going right now this season when it comes to making three-pointers. Right now, they sit at 25th in the NBA ranking of three-point shooting with three-point shooting made. That's not looking too good, and they only attempted three-pointers attempted is 1,670. They only made 582 three-pointers. That's why their three-point shooting game has looked wicked weak from how they started the season, because the LA definitely needs some bigger three-point shooting, if you ask me. And adding Luke Kennard to the mix, it certainly is a big deal. Definitely is a big deal. They were hoping to get something out of out of Gabe Vincent, but because of Gabe Vincent hasn't really been there since signing to the Lakers, he hasn't really looked like the same. So hopefully for Gabe Vincent, they are off to a good start. Now, however, the Lakers are ranked, or no, not the Lakers, sorry. Luke Kennard is ranked number 1 in the NBA with a 3-point shooting percentage of 49.7%. So adding a guy like Luke Kennard to the Lakers, that's going to be a big help for the Lakers' 3-point woes because they need 3-point shooting. And since now Gabe Vincent's going to be off to a fresh new beginning, Gabe Vincent is definitely going to be joining up with Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield, which will be in the next video I'm going to mention. So I'm not going to mention too much with that. But yeah, let me know in the comments section down below, Laker fans, Hawk fans, NBA fans in general, what are your thoughts on these news for LA, for all these trades? Do you think the Lakers getting Luke Kennard was the right move? Which I think to me it is, but let me know in the comment section. And as well as, is this now officially an Atlanta Hawks rebuild? Leave all your thoughts and opinions in the comments section.